Hello everyone, my name is Ankita Rastogi. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about temper tantrums in children. So what is a temper tantrum and how can we recognize it? Temper tantrums are behavioral episodes characterized by excessive anger and frustration in children, especially in toddlers from 1 to 3 years of age. These are characterized by excessive anger and frustration along with screaming, shouting and throwing objects, also by banging their heads against the wall. Second question. I have seen the children of my friends in the same age group. They do not have such a problem. Why does my child have this problem? Are we not parenting her well? So for this, I have tried to explain this in the points. The first point is that now as the children are growing up, they have started crawling and walking. So they are trying to explore the world around them. So now they try to make themselves as separate entities who are separate from their parents. So they want to assert independence. Because of this, they try to throw temper tantrums. Second is gain attention. The parents of the children could not be 24/7 with their children. So many a times the child may feel alone, and this is the time they would like to throw temper tantrums in order to seek attention of their parents. The third is that the child's limited vocabulary. So here I would say that as the children are growing, they have started learning words, but still they are having lack of vocabulary. So they cannot put their words into sentences and express their feelings. So here when they cannot express themselves and parents cannot understand what they are trying to say, they feel frustrated and start throwing tantrums. The fourth is being exhausted, hungry or sick may worsen the situation. In this case, the tantrums can be worsened, or this condition can be worsened when they are hungry, sick or exhausted with the all day long activity. Next question. If we fulfill her demand every time, will it help in avoiding these episodes? So for this I would say that as a parent you may think that it could be minimizing the tantrums in children, but actually it does not. It could be counterproductive. Means if the child sees that by throwing a tantrum my demands are being fulfilled, the child would do this again and make it as a habit. So for this we need to make certain rules which should be firm, so that the child understands that a no means no and it should not be done again and again. It's not a welcoming behavior and it should not be accepted. So this would help in minimizing the temper tantrums in children. How to manage the child during a tantrum episode? For this, I have made this into certain points which will help you to remember and decrease the episodes of tantrums in children. First is to keep cool and stay calm. I know many parents would say it's very easy to say, but believe me, if you practice in due course of time, this will really help you in reducing the tantrum episodes in children. So first thing is, whenever you see a child throwing a tantrum, the first thing you need to do is relax and calm down yourself. Because if you are frustrated and show your anger, the only thing you're going to do is shout at the child. It will only worsen the situation. So it's better to stay calm. Second is ignorance. A very simple yet very effective. If once you ignore and twice you ignore, the child may think that it has no effect on my parents. So the best thing is ignorance. It will help in reducing and minimizing the tantrum behaviors in children. Third is signs to prevent the onset of a tantrum. Now there are certain things you can predict beforehand when the child can throw a temper tantrum in a public situation or in any situation. So these are like the child is very hungry, or he or she is exhausted with a long day activity, may have not got the enough sleep and rest, also must have not had meal, and he or she is hungry. He or she could also be sick. So these are certain conditions which will help you to know beforehand that the child may throw a tantrum. So if he or she is throwing it in a public place, the first thing you need to do is to take the child to a place which is away from the public or any crowded area. So take them to a car or a washroom where there is only you and the child. So this will help in reducing the tantrum episode. Here you can calm the children and make them understand that whatever they are doing is wrong. After predicting, you can do the fourth step, which is the gentle distraction by engaging into some activity. It could be a play activity, it could be singing a song, telling a story, or even dancing with the child. Or maybe you can give a favorite toy. So these are certain distractions which will help to distract the child from throwing a tantrum. Next question. How can we prevent tantrums in children? For this, I have made an acronym by the name CALM. CALM. Here C stands for communicate well. A stands for attend to a child's needs. L stands for let the child share her feelings, and M stands for make nap time and meal time a part of their daily schedules. So the first thing I would like to elaborate would be the C, which is communicate well. Here communicate well means that a child, when he or she is very small, cannot express themselves through words. Also, they can't understand what the parents are saying through verbal cues. So now what the first thing that they see and understand is the facial expression of the children, of the parents. So it could be a happy face, an angry face, or a sad face. So these are the first things and the first facial expressions which the child relates with. Then comes A, which is attend to a child's need. Now here you must understand that a child needs most of the time of the parents. So if try to spend as much time as you can with the child, like the activities. It could be a story time, it could be your playing with the child. A fixed time should be set where the child sees to that time. Even when for the children who are growing up, adults and adolescent children, there should be a particular time set for the children where you have an hour or two probably, where you can talk to the child, share their feelings and understand what they are trying to say. They may have some problems, so they can share with this. So next is L. Let the child share her feelings. So many a times you need to give and allow the child to make choices in their life. Like they can wear a mismatched clothes, or probably play some messy games like clay, sand, or tearing of paper. So this helps in reducing the tantrums in children. The fourth is M, which stands for make nap time and meal times a part of regular schedules. So here this is a type of routine that you need to make for your child so that it becomes a habit and the child follows it and does not have time for any tantrums, so that it is easy for her to follow the schedules. For today, this is Ankita Rastogi and thank you for listening to my video.